right? What is the concept of single until you're married? Is that a real thing? Like, break that down for us.
I mean, legally, yeah.
On paper, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think that a boyfriend or a girlfriend is limited to, like just because I'm not married to you, you can just do anything you want to do. No, that's not okay, because even though you don't have that title, I still feel like when you're single, you should still do some of the things when you are married as well. Even though I feel like being married and single is different, but in a way, you can't be out here cheating on your man or your woman, So.
Yeah.
True. What's your thoughts? 'Cause I want you to be like, everybody say what I said already. Like, yo, B. So
I actually was the one that kind of brought up this one.
Oh, that's okay. Now here we go.
The single to married, it means, like, honestly, I feel like you don't really belong to anyone. Like, yeah, you're my boyfriend, I'm your girlfriend, but you're not my property. Like, so I feel like if somebody else is trying to talk to me, or like you're trying to talk to somebody else, like, let the best man win. That's what.
Yeah. Even while in a relationship.
In a relationship?
Yeah. Think about it.
You single?
Till she married?
Till I'm married.
Don't be out, man.
Till I'm married.
She's still stupid.
I'm not stupid. Think about it.
No, it's horrible.
No.
So if you're in a relationship with somebody, you feel like it's okay to step out on your person because you're not married?
A lot of people have different type of relationships. People have open relationships, and
so
in the traditional, that's a mutual agreement with you and your partner, But if it's not a mutual agreement, that's not okay.
That's what I'm saying. In a traditional relationship, you feel
what
that
is
way?
A traditional relationship?
Man and woman
committed to each other
until marriage,
and giving themselves.
And then somebody trying to talk to you. Then what? You hearing them out?
I'll flirt.
Whoa.
She said never let a boyfriend stop you from finding your husband. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what she said. Like,
okay.
All right.
I thought he was your boyfriend to become your husband.
I know you're single, because if you had a man, you wouldn't be on here talking like that.
Maybe he feel the same way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's because he probably don't value that relationship. Of course, I won't mind sharing some shit I ain't caring about. That's bars, by the way.
I mean, I guess. He just be
on.
saying bars after every
come on,
sentence. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo. So, I mean, that is interesting because you're not the only woman that I heard echo that same sentiment. You know what I mean? So, do you think more people, because it's hard to say traditional nowadays because nothing is really traditional. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, relationships are not really traditional. Marriage is not really traditional no more. Like, you know what I mean? So, we got
traditional.
Nah, I mean, not necessarily.
I don't think so. I feel like guys don't even ask you want to be my girlfriend? Automatically, it's like, we start going on dates, you my girlfriend. Like, no.
Yeah, if you're talking about tradition,
what kind of
you
guys
just said you don't
y'all
even care about being a girlfriend, so why that matter?
I think that's the problem because he didn't say it. Women assume that they're in a relationship. You gotta hear the man ask you to be his girlfriend, or you gotta ask to be his woman for you to understand you're in a relationship. People be just talking, and as a nigga, I'm gonna keep talking if you're gonna keep walking with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't gotta commit to something that I'm gonna just hit off the strip.
But I ain't gonna front with that attitude. All right, let's say I was taking you seriously and you out here flirting and I wanted to marry you. I'm not gonna want to marry you no more though.
Okay.
So you just lost your husband. Looking for.
But are you open with that? Like, when you're talking to somebody, are you saying, listen, I know we in a relationship, but I'm still, may the best man win type of shit. Are you open with that in the beginning, or how do you communicate that?
Because how do you really know, like, even if you're in a relationship, how do you really know that is the one?
What you mean? Is how that person make you feel.
Really?
What the fuck?
You gotta get to know that person.
What else? What are you looking for?
How do you really know that? And that you're a guy, so what? How does this person make you feel? You be having 3 girlfriends, and then you be like,
nah,
this one make me feel this way. I'm gonna go out with this one tomorrow.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling when I get it.
Oh.
And you could be talking to 3 women, but you're only supposed to be committed to one.
As soon as I meet that one, I know that feeling.
So once you committed to, like, I think, people get confused, like, talking to multiple people, like, you know what I mean? But I think once you make that commitment, like, yo, this is...
Gotta drop the rest of them.
You gotta cut them off.
The weighing the options is before the relationship, not in the relationship. Like, how you weighing options in the relationship?
She said, "May the best man win." Like, you know what I mean?
I've seen situations where women say they're gonna give men stuff once they get married. Like, I'm gonna be a real wife, or I'm gonna show you the best part of me once you get married.
Yeah, I'm not doing wife duties.
Yeah. Why should a man commit to somebody that's not showing him what he's gonna get before he gets married to them?
Mm-hmm. Because if you ain't doing it
We have
before,
this
you ain't gonna do
conversation all
that.
the time.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all be saying then?
Go, you go.
I mean, I feel like, all right, I'm gonna just say it. But I feel like, I've been in the past, I've been in a relationship and I've done those things.
Like
So
wife duties type of thing?
yeah, so I feel like in my next one, I'm not saying I'm changing myself, but I don't feel like I'm gonna be a full wife until I know we had this conversation like, oh, I want to marry you.
So what kind of things would you hold back then in this next relationship?
I ain't trying. Okay. Okay, if you my boyfriend, I'm not about to be like folding your clothes and washing your stuff. Like, I'm not about to be doing all that.
I dislike that mindset.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
do, because that's how you miss out on the one that's for you, by changing yourself. If that's you, do you. Somebody's gonna love you for you.
Yeah, you can't. I'm just a component of, you can't let one or a couple of bad experiences be like, you know what? Now the next guy got to pay. Because I would never go into a relationship and tell a woman, you know what? I ain't gonna protect and provide until I'm sure that I'm gonna put a ring on. Like, that to me just sounds like I'm giving half of my. I'm not giving my all to this woman. Like, you know what I mean?
So y'all
I'm
give 100%.
Yeah, so I'm a
relationship.
old. No matter the past relationship I've been in,
And
whatever the
everybody
case is.
that I want.
Yeah.
No, right?
Yeah, no.
She say everybody. Not
Not
everybody.
Yeah, but obviously, if I vetted you out and I want to, and I see you as a girlfriend material, then I'm going to treat you as such. Like, as you know what I mean. Like, I'm going to do my best to represent myself as a husband to you, because this is somebody that I see a future with. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to half-ass myself in a relationship. Like, you know what? The last girl I dated, yeah, she took advantage of me because I was providing and I was doing, like, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't think like that. You get what I'm saying? So I think, that's just my personal opinion. I think that mindset is kind of disingenuous. You know what I mean?
I think it's like, okay, we give our 100% in a relationship. We move in together. We do all this. And then when it come down to marriage, the nigga not going to want to marry you because you done gave your whole all. He was like, all right, well, I'm getting everything. So what we need to get married
don't want to commit after all of that.
Yeah.
Because they already got it. You already been a wife to me. Why I need that title? Yeah. That's what I was trying to say.
Are y'all having that marriage conversation
we are.
prior to getting in a relationship with the person?
Yeah.
And they saying they want to get married.
Yeah, they want to get married, but then years pass by and he gonna keep doing it. He's still trying to get himself together, blah, blah, blah.
I think you need to acknowledge that nigga is just lying. You get what I'm saying? Some men are just gonna lie to you and tell you what you want to hear, whisper in your ear. And those are fuck boys. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, if he's not giving you 100% and you're giving 100% and he giving you 55, 60, at that point, people need to understand that you are wasting your time.
But it depends on the reason, though.
If you're dating with a purpose, and I'm not getting no answers from you, or I don't see you providing the same type of energy I'm giving for, then I can't make you change. When we get married, it's not going to change either.
All right, but listen to this.
You're comfortable.
Listen to this. When I get married, I don't want to be in the same apartment. I want to move to a house. I want to be able to afford the wedding you want, the ring you want, all that type of stuff. So if I'm not at that point yet, and you want to get married, I'm gonna tell you to hold on.
But those are just words and those are objects. I'm talking about what you're doing for that woman. So she has to see that you're at a level.
But you could be doing everything for that woman. If you're not putting a ring on it, she's not going to equate everything you're doing to.
And that all ends with communication. If she can't understand that. And if she's even willing to say, hey, I don't need no big wedding, she's compromising, then that's your wife right there. You get what I'm saying? If she understands what you're going through, if she wants a big wedding and she know you can't afford it and you still trying to get that wedding, that already is a red flag to me. That might not be my queen. Because she understands where I am at financially and she's still expecting something that she know I can't get. So why I'm going to have her on the whole list, on a wait list, to get married? I'm running game just like the other niggas.
All right, so let me ask you this. A woman that don't want that special wedding or whatever, that big wedding or whatever, don't that make you want to give it to her even more?
Yeah.
As your girl?
Yeah, and when I could afford it, I'll reenact it. We'll do it then.
I mean, I think it comes down to communication.
You gotta communicate with your
If you're saying that, because earlier you said, he wasn't ready or whatever the case was. Like, some guys, it's a huge financial, I wouldn't say burden, but it's something that we have to make sure we are financially stable for. You know what I mean? We're talking about a wife and family and a house, property, things of that nature. You know what I mean? So I have to make sure I'm stable enough to give you what you want for a successful relationship. Maybe, you know, depending on where I'm at financially, it might take me a couple of years to get there. I need to feel comfortable. A lot of people make the mistake of like wedding. I read an article, weddings is like it forces people or newly marriages into a lot of debt, unnecessary debt. You get what I'm saying? Because they spending so much money trying to impress their wives, spending $100,000, like, you know what I mean?
Which the father's supposed to be paying for, by the way.
I mean, that's traditional.
Do you really believe in that?
Traditionally.
Shit, we gotta pay for
that's
I gotta pay for you the rest of my life. Your daddy could pay for the wedding.
Yo, I mean, traditionally,
That is
like, you know what I'm
traditional.
saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that's true. That is true, man.
Yeah.
So-
I'm already paying your bills, man. You can pay for the wedding. Like,
Yeah, so like again, you already putting yourself at a deficit by having this type of extravagant wedding. Y'all didn't even get to the house yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I spent on the wedding. Y'all should have put on a down payment on the house. Like, yo, there's this one show on Netflix. I think me and Drew was watching this. It was about
Nigga trying to pull me in.
we was watching it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it was about couples and they had to choose between either the wedding or the house of their dreams. And every time it was the guy always saying, you know, babe, I think we should get this house. And the woman was, nah, I really
They
want the wedding.
fronting the money.
I really want the wedding of my dreams. And because the guy wanted to make the wife happy, they always went with the wedding, like instead of the house. And I'm looking at it like, I don't think that's the best financial decision.
We had somebody on the show, you know what I mean? Shout out to Fresher, you know what I mean? He was faced with a similar dilemma, you know what I mean? Like, his wife wanted an extravagant wedding, or his girl wanted an extravagant wedding, and he was like, yo, we could be doing something else with that bread. So, I mean, like we come back to leadership at the end of the day. Women want a leader. Somebody's going to lead you in the right direction. When a man try to lead you in the right direction, when it comes to this wedding, it's like, nah, I don't want a leader on this one, you know what I mean? So, I mean, women got to take a step back and think about the big picture, because the wedding is one night, a house is forever. Like,
Yeah, it's true. Like, I mean,
Last words, I would just like to say that everybody needs to put in their all to show the best representation of themselves for a commitment, so that person will be willing to take the next level with you guys.
and communicate, man.
Men and women, not just women.
Communicate.
Niggas can't be out here half-stepping and expecting women to be doing 10 times as much work, and then you feel like she your wife, and then still don't marry her, taking advantage of her. So
And
men got to do it.
If you got a good man, communicate with him. See what the issue is. Maybe I could compromise and work on it. You know what I mean?
that sounds fair. Like, I mean, listen, I'm getting to this next topic, right? I know one of y'all wanted to talk about